here with Nina Tulio. We are so honored to have you as our double book speaker. So you spoke yesterday at Data Driven, and this morning you're going to kick off the Modern Salon Bootcamp.
Yes.
What was your key message to owners yesterday? What do you hope they took home from that presentation?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me.
You're
I
very
love
welcome.
every minute of this. I've been having the best time. Yesterday was all about culture and how having a solid culture drives profit, because I think we spend a lot of time, and I talk numbers finance, that's my thing. I also really and heavily in the lane of leadership and culture, and I think sometimes we get so heavy on the numbers that we forget that profit is weaved through every single part of our business, culture being one of them. So that was the message.
How do you think owners know whether they have, like some people think they have a good culture, but maybe it is not the kind of culture that drives results? Probably a test for that.
You know what? You don't have to have a test, because the team actions and interactions and engagement will always tell you if there's a solid culture. Because when people show up and they're excited and they're focused and they believe in the dream and the brand and the culture so much, the actions always speak louder than words. So you'll know by the way that they show up and the way that they perform. Your business will always tell you the story of your business. You got to pay attention. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you did talk about, I thought the helpful tip was doing anonymous surveys of your team, and how easy that is to do with all the technology platforms these days.
Absolutely, yes. Through Google Forms, it's so easy to do that.
What kind of questions would you ask on that?
You have to be prepared to get the answers, right? But it is a lot of, what can I do better as a leader in terms of communication? How do you feel my leadership style is? Are we or am I supporting you to reach your own goals and dreams? What can we change? What can we tweak? It's those kind of questions. And it is important to do it anonymously, because not a lot of people are going to be comfortable to say, like, things aren't working, so everything is done, especially through Google Forms. It could be totally anonymous, and then they can type and they can speak freely. Even though I encourage one-on-one conversations, some people just aren't comfortable. But that feedback, you got to be ready sometimes for that gut punch. But with that gut punch are the most learning lessons.
And I think it's those people on your team who aren't going to tell you face-to-face sometimes have the most valuable feedback.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Today, you're opening up boot camp.
Yes.
What are you going to be talking about to her?
Today is all about relationships.
Oh,
and I feel like the theme,
great way to keep
yes,
yeah.
And how connection turns into profit. I think in our industry, we've gotten a little bit away from the foundation of this business, which is truly built on relationships and connection. We went, I don't know what happened, but we forgot that we're in a service-based business. And so today, it really is all about getting back that connection with your clients, and how that connection, not selling, but how the connection actually drives sales and profit in your business.
I think stylists lose sight of the fact that for a lot of people, that moment of connection is really one of the few moments of true human connection they have outside of their homes.
Yeah.
Because we shop online, lots of people grocery shop online.
Yeah.
We're like losing those points of contact with other humans.
Yeah.
And sometimes I value that when I go to the salon.
Yes, and people, they share everything with us. So we are in a lot of ways a sounding board, and it doesn't mean that you have to absorb all of the things that they're sharing. It's just being there and listening to them, but more so listening to what they're asking for in terms of their results, paying attention to the details,
That's very important in retail, but it's more about helping them with their needs. And I think that needs to always be woven into the conversation.
Absolutely. It's about serving people. When you're a salon owner, you serve your team. When you're a hairstylist, you serve your clients. And I think it's so important to remember that with relationships, there comes such a loyalty and trust that is really hard to get away from. So the more that you build that trust and that relationship with your people, the longer they're going to stay. It's just a higher retention.
Thank you so much. And I would just want to say I appreciate, because you really brought the energy at the end of a day.
Thank you.
That's so valuable too. So I can't wait for this morning.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.